What's going on, DJBooth.net? This is Kareem Julian, also known as DJ Blaze, and I'm here in the lab to give you guys a quick DIY video. This time we're working with the Traktor Kontrol Z2 digital mixer, and we're going to plug a full-size Innofader PNP professional DJ fader directly into the Crossfader slot. So if you guys are familiar with Innofader, basically they make excellent crossfaders or line faders for a wide range of DJ mixers and DJ controllers that are currently out there on the market today. This is the Innofader PNP, which is their newest plug-and-play version. Most mixers that are out there can use the plug-and-play version, which is a little bit more simple in construction. But there is the full Innofader Pro Edition for the other DJ mixers that require the full Pro Edition in order to upgrade your crossfader. You'll know what type of Innofader you need if you simply go to www.innofader.com. You can then look at the page which shows you the compatibility list, and it will let you know exactly what type of fader you need for your line faders or the faders you need for your crossfader. So if you guys are familiar with the Traktor Kontrol Z2, you'll know that the Z2 comes with 3 Innofaders already built in. It comes with 3 mini Innofaders, which are excellent faders in their own right. They have a 1 millimeter or less cut-in distance. It's very fast to the touch. You can do all your crazy scratches that you need to do with the crossfader. With the line faders, they're a little bit more tension to them, a little bit more sturdy, a little bit more for mixing rather than scratching. But you can also switch these out for full-size PNP Innofaders as well. But for purpose of this video, we're just going to show you guys how quick and easy it is to just plug and play and fit in the Innofader PNP in place of your mini Innofader that automatically comes on the Traktor Kontrol Z2. So check out the video. Okay, so here we have it. This is the Innofader PNP. They also have, again, the full-size Innofader, the Innobender, and the mini Innofaders. But for the purpose of this install, we're going to install the PNP version. It's adaptable for most VCA mixers with the adapters for the Pioneer DJM 800, the DJM 900, the Denon DNX 600, and the Denon DNX 1600. So you got quite a bit of faders covered in just the PNP edition, but again, go to the Innofader.com website, click on the box that says, does the Innofader fit my mixer? And you'll be able to see exactly what you need for your crossfader and or line faders. Sometimes it's different, sometimes it's the same. For the purpose of the Traktor Kontrol Z2, we're just going to install the PNP. First up, we're going to unbox the Innofader PNP, let you see exactly what you get when you open it up for the first time. So first up, we have Innofader stickers for your records. Next up, we have an Innofader adjustable key ring here, along with some nuts, bolts, screws, fader caps, 2 different fader caps, and you also get your fader lube and cleaner. Next up, you have your different connection options. You will choose the correct connector dependent upon the mixer you're going to use. Next up, you have adapter plates. Some mixers need different adapter plates in order to fit the Innofader into the appropriate slot on the mixer. Next up, you have the Innofader PNP itself. As you can see, full metal body. Everything's nice and shiny. You adjust your lag, your cut-in, and your curve using these 2 screws on the bottom here. And you also calibrate using your calibration button here. And there's a lot of other options that you can use and tweak on the Innofader. And that's why people would want to get it. That way you can have it really custom to suit your exact needs. Next up in the box, we have your Innofader PNP safety test check and all your adapter information in order to get it started. For the purpose of this install, we'll need number 2, the 4-pin small, and that cable is right here. We got 4 small pins with small spacing, and they're the ones that's going to go directly into the Z2. So first things first, you got to pop off all of your buttons and knobs in order to get to the bottom of the Z2. But you got all your knobs off. The Z2 has detachable plates. Once you take it up, you'll see that you have some screws to remove in order to take out your fader. You want to remove the 4 outside screws. Then you can lift up your fader. You can remove the pin from your fader. Now you'll have to remove the original fader from this housing. That way you can reuse your housing for the Innofader. Simply screw it back into the housing. Okay, now that you have your Innofader PNP installed onto the fader plate, you're ready to do your install. In order to do this, you need your power cord plugged into your mixer. You make sure you keep it off until you're ready to do the test procedure. And the test procedure is basically taking the small black jumper that connects 2 pins together to make sure you have the correct cable and the correct order selected for your model mixer. And in order to do that, you're going to plug in the cable. In case of this mixer, we're using the 4-pin small cable, and we'll plug it into the mixer. After we plug it in, now we can power the mixer on in order to do our test. Right now, you see that there is a small light that either lights up red or green. In this case, it's red, meaning that I have to switch the order of the 4 pins in the cable. In order to do that, I'll turn off the mixer. I'll flip this around and reconnect it. And I'll run the test once again with the power on. This time we're green, meaning we have the correct cable and it is installed correctly. Next, you will turn your mixer off, remove your jumper from the test position over into the run position, which is right next to the test position jumper. Plug it back on, and now we're ready to reinstall. Before you install, you're going to want to do all of your adjustments here. You can adjust your cut in. That means the distance at which you start to hear the sound of the opposing channel. You can adjust this to whatever distance you want. It's very sensitive, so you get a whole spectrum of distances, very custom. Next up, you can adjust your curve control. So even if your mixer does not have curve, you still can adjust the curve, and you can also adjust how the bend of the curve will act. Next up, you have your less or your more for your tension adjust, so you can make this as loose or as tight as you want with just turning it using the supplied tool. Then you're ready to put it back in and you're ready to go. Alright, after you made your adjustments, you can drop the fader on back in to its rightful spot. Put your screws back in. Put your face plates back. Put all of your buttons back. Okay, so after you've got everything back to where it was, you'll probably notice that your original fader cap will no longer fit. That's because the Innofader is reinforced with a very heavy duty and thicker post. That way it's not going to go out on you, it won't break or anything like that in the meantime. So you have two fader caps here. Take one of your fader caps, put it on, and you're ready to go. You may have to open it back up and do some more minor adjustments, but if you would have done it a little bit sooner when I recommended, you wouldn't have to open it up again. I may have to because, you know, this is just for quick demonstration purposes, but that's about as easy as it is. It's not very hard to do. Every once in a while you want to lube and clean your fader. For some other mixers, the install process may be a little bit more difficult, but for those of you who can use the Innofader PNP, it'll probably be just about that simple. And for those of you who have to use one of the other methods of Innofader, it's not going to be that difficult. It's pretty easy to do. So go to Innofader.com today so you can check out exactly what Innofader model you need for your mixer. And they're sold at retailers worldwide. So check out your local retailer for DJ equipment and you'll be able to find them on the store shelves there. So that pretty much sums up the install DIY. You see how simple it is. I did it for you right now. It only took me about 5 minutes. The Innofader plug and play works perfectly with the Traktor Kontrol Z2, and you can also replace your line faders with the same model if you intend to do so. So if you want to really customize scratch crossfader, a fader that is going to last you a long time, that you can really make suit your needs perfectly, check out the Innofader once again, Innofader.com. You can go hit them up and see if they got what you need and see if it will fit into your mixer or your DJ controller. For more on our DJ blog entries, our stories, and our reviews on this DJ equipment and DIY videos and write-ups like this, you can head on over to www.djbooth.net/DJS. That way you'll see all of the news stories and all of the blog entries that you need in order to stay on top of the new DJ equipment and things that's going on in the DJ realm today. You can also follow me on Twitter. The username there is @DJBlaze_DJBooth. And also keep subscribing to the YouTube channel. The username there is Real DJ Blaze. Thanks for watching.